decided to come in and talk for the rest of my makeup, but I figured I would just explain what's happening today, if I can get this fuzz off my face. I'm in the market for a new contour stick, so you know of any that like aren't super intense, let me know. A little bit about what's going on today. Meadow and I decided to make a Patreon when we launched season 3 of the podcast, and it was really just because we love getting to talk to our community, and for us, like, Thoughts May Vary is just all about community and feeling like we're friends and like we've got each other. Patreon is just a really fun place. We get to talk to all of our patrons like all the time. We upload really fun things. We upload vlogs on there, so if you want extra vlog content of both me and Meadow, check out our Patreon. We also do like favorites. Patreon also gets one exclusive Patreon only episode a month, and they also get access to all of the episodes early. They get access to like early merch and everything like that. So Patreon's a really fun place. If that sparks any interest in you, join us over there, say hi. But anyway, today is one of those days where my little freelancer brain is having to juggle 1,000,001 things. I'm going to New York tomorrow. The day before a trip is always just hectic for me. Today I have to finish an article for Wondermine, which is Selena Gomez's company, which is super exciting. I've written a couple of articles for them. After I finish that, I gotta turn that in now in the morning so I can like get that out of the way. Meadow and I are recording a solo episode. We're doing a relationship Q&A. We're recording that. Maybe that one's already live too. If it is, I'll put it in the description. Normally I like to kind of like split up my work days where I'm able to like focus on podcast stuff or like focus on writing stuff or focus on like filming and like social stuff. Today's just like, this week honestly is just not gonna be one of those weeks, and that's fine. Okay, my battery's dying, so I'm gonna shut up and finish my makeup. And this is why we need a network. Oh my god, hi. How's it going? TBD on the consistency of this. I've had the urge to come back to YouTube for quite some time, but to be honest, just didn't have it in me. I think that when I first started YouTube, I had just moved to LA, which is now 2 years ago, which is wild. I was really lost in the content sauce, if you will. I think that I knew what I wanted to do and knew what I was meant to do, and that was to tell stories and to do that through my writing and do that through my podcast and eventually do that through YouTube. But I didn't know what I wanted to say on here, and it started to feel, as I'm sure like a lot of people have felt when they're doing stuff on social media, it started to feel a little empty. My career, which I can make a whole separate video on this, and I feel like I want to, but I am a writer. I'm a freelance writer. I write for online publications and magazines, and I also have a podcast, and I'm also working on other writing projects which are exciting, which hopefully I could share sooner rather than later. But like, I'm on my computer all day. I'm on my computer, I'm sitting down on my ass, staring at a computer all day. And like, for me, I was just like, that's so uninteresting. Like, who the fuck wants to watch this? And maybe no one does. And maybe you're all gonna comment on this video and be like, Gabby, you're correct in your inkling from 2020. Nobody wants to watch that. But you know what? I wanna record it now. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned the past 2 years of being a freelancer and living in LA and starting a podcast and balancing that with like my editorial life and like kind of like molding together a very traditional and untraditional career path has been, you don't have to please everyone, and you don't have to do everything the way that somebody else is doing it. And I think that like when I first moved here, the comparison she was alive and well, and listen, she still is from time to time, but comparison is a thief of joy. And the older I've gotten, the less I've started to compare. Does that mean that I'll still spiral every now and again? Absolutely, it does. But when I first heard of YouTube, I just I didn't know what I wanted to put on here. I've learned that for me and my career and my life, the things that bring me joy and fill me with excitement, it all leads back to two things, and that's storytelling and community. That's exactly what I want to be doing here. I want this to be a place where, sure, it's lifestyle content, but it's also conversations. I want to have guests on. I want to facilitate conversation. I want us to remind each other that we're not alone. I want us to feel like we have someone to turn to and look to, even if we're not talking directly or in the same state or even in the same country. So my point is that this is just another form of storytelling that excites me. So that's what I'm doing. If you want to see anything specific from me, please let me know as always. So yeah, I'm gonna take off my makeup and then I'm gonna binge watch some more Friday Night Lights because that has been my shit. I forgot how fucking good that show is. If you're not watching Friday Night Lights, hop on Netflix. You're welcome.